Felix, the Little Knight. Once upon a time, in a little town filled with cobblestone streets and towering castles, there lived a boy named Felix. His biggest dream was to become a great knight, but he had never ridden a horse or swung a sword before. Instead, he spent every day reading the massive encyclopedia of knightly tactics, proudly telling his mother,
"Mom, I've learned every battle strategy. As soon as I get a sword, I'll be the strongest knight ever."
His mother smiled and asked,
Oh, and how do you know that?
"Because the book says so. I know every knight's tactic. No one can beat me."
Felix declared confidently. His mother gently patted his head, saying nothing more. She simply gazed toward the castle in the distance. Just then, an announcement echoed from the castle. The king was hosting a young knights tournament. Any child could challenge a real knight.
"I'm going to enter.
Felix shouted excitedly.
I'm going to win."
On the day of the tournament, the town square was packed. Children eagerly gripped wooden swords, ready to challenge the real knights. Felix stood at the front, brimming with confidence.
"Who dares to challenge me?"
He called out. A real knight stepped forward. His shining armor gleamed in the sunlight, and a long sword rested at his side. He looked every bit like the warriors Felix had read about. The knight smiled kindly.
"Young knight, are you ready?"
"Of course.
Felix said proudly.
I know all the strategies."
The match began. Felix shouted.
"Whirlwind slash."
Just like in the book, he spun in circles, swinging his wooden sword, except he quickly got dizzy and tumbled to the ground.
Huh? That's not how it worked in the book.
The crowd burst into laughter. Felix scrambled to his feet, determined.
This time, I'll try lightning strike.
He lunged forward with all his might, but his footing slipped and he fell flat on his face. His wooden sword went flying.
Ooh,
The crowd laughed again. The knight helped him up and asked,
"Have you ever practiced these moves before?"
Felix hesitated.
no, but I read about them.
The knight chuckled.
"Then let's try learning the right way."
This time, the knight didn't let Felix rely on his book strategies. Instead, he taught him step by step how to stand firm, how to grip a sword properly, how to focus, watch his opponent, and react. But it wasn't easy. Felix's hands trembled. The wooden sword was heavier than he expected. His legs wobbled. He had never actually fought before. His arms ached. Real swordplay required strength, not just flashy moves.
I'm tired.
Felix gasped. The knight grinned.
"We've only just begun. If you truly want to be a knight, you must be willing to work hard and get back up when you fall."
Felix clenched his fists and kept going. Again and again he stumbled. Again and again the knight easily blocked his attacks. But Felix didn't give up. One day passed, 2 days passed, a week passed. Slowly he learned how to balance his stance, how to control his sword rather than widely swinging it, how to focus on his opponent instead of just following what the book said. Finally, the knight asked,
"Are you ready now?"
This time, Felix nodded. His eyes burned with determination. The duel began once more, but this time, Felix didn't spin wildly. He planted his feet, watching the knight's movements. When the knight swung, Felix dodged. When the knight stepped closer, Felix stood his ground and blocked the attack. He wasn't perfect. He still lost the match. But when the battle ended, the crowd erupted into cheers. The king smiled.
Now that is a true knight. Not someone who just talks, but someone who learns, grows, and perseveres.
Felix wiped the sweat from his forehead, grinning.
I still have a lot to learn, but I won't stop trying.
His mother beamed.
That's my brave little knight.
From that day forward, Felix didn't just read about sword fighting. He trained every day using action, not just words to become stronger.